Okay, so I thought I would go through my mascaras, eyeliners, brow products, that sort of thing. Starting with mascaras. Um, with my mascaras, I try not to open too many at a time, and I'll try and like use stuff up before I start a new one. So these three aren't open, but these three are. So we'll start with the ones that are open. The Maybelline Firework Mascara. This one was actually given to me by my mum. She finds it a bit too wet. I, on the other hand, absolutely love it, and it's obvious why, because the Maybelline Sky High is my absolute favourite mascara, and this is part of that line apparently. This is a very wet formula, but it's one that you can just build and build and build, and it doesn't go clumpy or anything like that. It's also on there, so once it's on, it's a bit harder to remove. This one, my mum only gave it to me a week or so ago, and I've only used it a few times, and because it's open, I will actually be taking this one home with me. So even though at the moment it's part of my Caravan makeup collection, I will be taking this one home. Then the two that I will more than likely be saying goodbye to when I go home are these two Primark mascaras. So this one is supposed to be a dupe of the Maybelline Sky High, but to me it doesn't compare. It's similar kind of a brush. It's like that plastic, very flexible brush, although the Maybelline Sky High brush is a lot more flexible than this, and I think it's a little bit thinner. Um, Again, this is quite a wet formula. It doesn't really do much for lengthening, or well, it does more for lengthening than it does for volume. It doesn't really hold a curl or anything like that, but it is a tubing formula, so I like using this one over the top of a normal mascara to kind of seal it, and also on my bottom lashes. This one is another Primark mascara. This is the So Extra, and this is a similar sort of brush to the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's that traditional chunky hourglass brush. I do quite like this mascara. I have had to, it has started to get a little bit dry, so I just did the eye drop trick, which is a good one to have here when I'm sort of leaving makeup for extended periods of time. But it revived it lovely, and it's definitely a volumizing mascara. It's quite buildable, doesn't really do anything for length in my opinion, but it's a decent mascara. One of my other absolute favourite mascaras is the Revolution 5D Whip Lift. This, until I discovered the Maybelline Sky High, was my favourite drugstore mascara. This is one of those mascaras that just gives you really, really big voluminous lashes. It's similar to another favourite of mine, the KVD Go Big or Go Home. This one lasts really well on my lashes. It doesn't smudge or transfer on me, and I've been through a couple of these previously. And then because I like that one so much, I purchased the waterproof version. I wanted a waterproof mascara here for when we go to the beach and things like that, but I haven't opened either of these two yet. And then one that I have at home and I purchased so I'd have one here as well. This is the Maybelline Sky High in the burgundy shade. With my green eyes, a burgundy mascara looks absolutely beautiful. Like I say, I've already got one at home, so I purchased one to have here, and I haven't opened this one yet either. So that is all of my mascaras that I have here. Then I have three liquid eyeliners. So I've got the two from Makeup Academy. These are the Intense Colour liquid eyeliners, and I've got the shade Russet and Amazonia. So Russet is a nice rusty brown colour, and then Amazonia is like a foresty green. I've not used the green one yet, but I've used the brown quite a few times, and I've had very hit and miss experience with it. The first time I used it, I found that as I was going over the line, it was lifting up what I'd previously put down, and it almost just sort of flaked away. But then the second time I used it, I didn't have that experience. So it's one that, like I say, it doesn't always work as I want it to, but I think it may be sort of like a learning curve with these. One that I did have a great experience with was the Revolution Renaissance Flick in the shade brown. This is just a really nice liquid pen liner, very easy to use, very easy to create a wing. The only thing I wish is that it was slightly deeper, richer brown. It took a couple of layers of building up the pigment, but once I had, it stayed put, wore really well, and like I say, the ease of use on this one is brilliant. I much prefer a pen liquid liner than one that's like a pot and a brush. With my shaky hands, I just find the pen ones much easier to use. Then continuing on in this little drawer, I've got my e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks, and I have really fallen in love with these this break that we've been here. I've really been enjoying using the metallic ones, especially as eyeshadow primers. They work so well in that respect. You know, putting them on with my finger and then setting them down with a very sort of lightly pigmented vanilla eyeshadow so that the shine shines through. And yeah, I've really been impressed with these. I've got Champagne Crystal, I think it is. Where's the shades? Yeah, Champagne Crystal, Rose Gold, and Magnetic Pull. And Rose Gold I've used quite a lot. As you can see, I've worn down the nib on this one because I don't actually draw these onto my eye. I like to rub them onto my finger and then apply them to my eye that way. I find that they're a little bit dry if I put them straight to my eyelid. I don't have like oily eyelids or anything like that, and I find it difficult to get colour onto the lid, but doing it that way works really beautifully. The matte ones are a little bit more creamy and work easier, you know, if you go straight to the eye. And then lastly in here, I've got my Maybelline Colour Tattoo in the shade Front Runner. This is just a pearly cream shadow. I absolutely swear by these Maybelline cream shadows, as well as the Revlon cream shadows, as eyeshadow primers. I've got several of them at home, and I use one pretty much every time I do use one every time I do my eyeshadow. The only reason I haven't been using this one daily while I've been here is because I discovered those e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks. And then also in here I have my Makeup Academy Brow Gel XL. This is a strong cold brow gel, and it's one of those that has like it's sort of a similar vibe to the Refi brow gel. I actually haven't opened this one yet. It's got like the gel like mascara wand, and then underneath the cap is like the comb and the brush. So yeah, haven't actually got round to using this one because I've been using my e.l.f. Wow Brow and another brow gel that I discovered while I was here. But yeah, I haven't used anything from Makeup Academy that I haven't loved, so I'm expecting good things from that. And then the only other thing that I keep in here is my eye drops. These I just use for reviving mascara if it's getting a bit dry and clumpy. And that's everything in that little drawer. Okay, and now in this little pot, this is where I keep brow pencils, brow products, lip liners, eyeliners and lash glue. So first of all, in here we have my I Heart Revolution honey brow jam. I absolutely swear by this. This is like for that soap brow kind of effect. I have this one and a spare here, and I have one open and a spare one at home as well. I absolutely swear by this stuff. If I'm wanting not such a serious brow, then I'll go for the e.l.f. Wow Brow in Neutral Brown. This is a fibrous brow gel. It doesn't have a lot of hold, but it really does fluff up the brows and add a little tint of colour, which is all I really need when I've like got freshly tinted brows, which I've had this time. And then I've got my Duo lash glue. This is the green brush on Duo glue, and that is pretty much the only lash glue that I use. Two new brow products that were in my haul that I have absolutely fell in love with both of these whilst I've been here, so much so that I'm actually taking this one home with me. This is the Rimmel Wonder Freeze brow lamination gel, and this is like the Refi brow gel but tinted, so it's a very sticky fibrous gel formula that has enough stick that you can sort of slick up the brows and they stay in place. This adds so much volume to my brows, and because my brows are a bit longer and a bit more unruly, this really does hold them in place. I've been obsessed with this. I love it. And then I also picked up the Maybelline Builder Brow. This is a brow pen and a sealant gel, and I've only used this a couple of times because I do have very shaky hands. I do struggle a little bit with these kind of products, getting those very precise hair-like strokes. But the one thing I love about this is the colour. The colour of this is perfect. A lot of brown like brow pens can be almost have like a reddy tint to them, whereas this one has almost a purpley tint to it. It's like a very cool toned dark brown, and I love that. And the sealing gel does work. It really does hold the brows in place. I think I'm also taking this one home with me as well. I have decided to take some of the products home with me this time, simply for the fact that I've opened certain things and I don't want them to dry out in between me being here and being here next time. So I am going to be taking them home and continuing to use them at home. I just think that's a more sensible idea than leaving them here to sort of expire or dry up. And then we've got the last of my brow products. I've got the Makeup Academy Brow Defying Eyebrow Pencil. This is one of the brow pencils that has like the little toothbrush on the end, and it's got a thicker teardrop shaped pencil. I use this one at home. I'm currently trying to pan the one I have at home. It's such an easy brow pencil to use. This one my mum actually gave me. This one is in the shade mid brown. She gave me the one that I've got at home that I'm using at home as well. She prefers a more like skinny brow pencil. But I really love this, so I would definitely repurchase it in a more appropriate shade, which I actually did do at home. I picked up one in my right shade at home. And then I have another two given to me by my mom. These are the Revolution Skinny Brow Pencils. So I have two of them, and I think they're the same shade. Oh no, one is brown and one is light brown. And again, like I say, both of these were given to me by my mum. She doesn't get on with this particular pencil. She likes the Relove one that I have here. She likes these too. So yeah, I've been using these are when I filled in my brows for my looks on a budget looks. I've been using actually the light brown pencil, and with the tinted brow gel, the Elf Wow Brow, it's enough for a sort of a stronger, more defined brow. And then I've got the two from Relove that my mum swears by. I've got the Power Brow and the Blade Brow. Both of these are a very sharp sort of slanted brow pencil. The Blade Brow is like, it's like a square, which I don't think you see that sort of shape very often. And as I say, my mum absolutely swears by these. I haven't used them yet, and I got both of mine in the shade dark brown. Okay, and now we have eyeliners. I'm not going to talk about these too much because I've talked about them in numerous videos, numerous get ready with me's. These are the Makeup Revolution Streamline eyeliners. I have pretty much all of the shades that they do, bar a few. These are one of the best drugstore eyeliners I've come across. Well, really one of the best eyeliners I've come across, period. My absolute favourite eyeliner formula is the Victoria Beckham Beauty eyeliners, although I have sworn off buying from her brand. And these are very similar in formula. They are a very wet gel formula that you have enough playtime to manipulate them to create a wing if that's the sort of look that you want to do. They also are extremely pigmented in the waterline, and once they set down, they stay, they don't budge. I swear by these eyeliners. So obviously I've got yellow, silver, brown, light blue, nude. They also do an ivory one, which is more yellow toned, white, green, teal, purple, black, rose gold and orange. And then I also have 3 of the Revolution Pro. These are the what are these called again? Visionary gel eyeliners. These are nowhere near as good as these streamline ones. These do not show up in my waterline at all, but they do work sort of scribbled along the lash line. I wish they did this formula in these kind of shades. So I've got like Envy, which is like a metallic forest green, Burgundy, which is a metallic burgundy, and Azure, which is a metallic blue. This one actually came destroyed in an order. The bottom part of it snapped off. The bit where the like spongy bit is on the end. But yeah, these are okay, but these you just can't compare. Then I have 3 from Makeup Academy. These I didn't actually buy. They all came in like with an eyeshadow palette. So this one came in the Elysium Remastered eyeshadow palette, and this is just a nude and a black double-ended liner. And then these 2 came with mini palettes that I got as Christmas gifts, and I got myself a Christmas gift of them as well. So these are a really nice pencil formula. Not great in the waterline because they are that traditional like wooden pencil formula. It's not a gel or anything like that. It's like a coal liner. We've got like a coppery, shimmery brown and a matte brown, and then you've got like a plum and a black in this one, and they work really well along the lash line, but like I say, not great in the waterline. And then I have 3 liquid liners from Profusion Cosmetics. These are the Casper liquid liners, and I didn't actually get these to use as liners. I got them to sort of paint on my lid for like a bit of sparkle and a bit of a duochrome. They are all duochromes. You've got like this greeny red one here, this light tealy purple grey, and then this white iridescent one. I have used this one on my lid, and it did look really pretty, so that's why I brought these ones here to just add a little bit of pizzazz to a look. And now finally I have lip liners. So I have one on its own from Makeup Revolution. This is the Satin Kiss lip liner in the shade TGIF, which is a beautiful rich chocolate brown. I brought some from home, some higher end ones, when we first got the Caravan, and I was leaving some bits of makeup here before I started buying stuff to keep here. So I bought these 4 melt lip liners. These are the original melt lip liner formula. So I've got the shade Foxy, Ecstasy, Hex, and Headbang. And these are a nice creamy formula. They're a little bit on the thicker side, like thicker sticky kind of consistency, so you know that they're gonna, once they dry down, they are gonna stick, and they do last a really long time on the lips. But my absolute favorite lip liner formula, for not just from the drugstore but in general, I do have other lip liners that I favour at home, like higher end ones, but I would happily just use these. These are super cheap. These are the Makeup Academy Intense Colour Lip Pencils. The colours are absolutely stunning. They're super pigmented. They're super creamy and easy to draw on the lips. They're a traditional pencil formula, so you can sharpen them to get them nice and like a nice point, precise point. But they are creamy, and you can like blur the lines if you want to. But I just love these. I really don't think you can go wrong with these. I've got 3 from the Nude Edition line. I've got the shades Truffle, which is this lighter pinky tone. Then we've got Maple, which is this warmer, deeper, rosy brown. And then we've got the shade Suntan, which is a warm toned, deep nude. And then we've got the ones from the normal Intense Colour pencil line. We've got I've got most of them, if not all of them, I think. I think the only ones I don't have are the very pale ones that wouldn't really show up on me. So I've got this deeper brown, which is the shade Obsession. Then I have a lighter brown in the shade Sincere. That one, Sincere, is one of my favourites. Then I've got this, like, my perfect kind of nude. It's like a warm toned spicy nude in the shade Heartfelt. Then I've got sort of like a deeper pinky tone nude. This is sort of like a rosy, the lipstick looks a lot more red on me, whereas the liner I can sort of pull off with like brownie toned lips. This is the shade Mystic. Then I've got the shade Heartbreaker, which is a deep sort of berry pink. Then I've got the shade Dream Girl, which is an even more pink toned berry. The deepest one that I have is the shade Survivor, and this is that proper like black cherry sort of lip. If you're looking for that kind of a vibe, this is the perfect lip liner for that. And then my two bright ones, I've got one more pink and one more orange. So we've got the shade Love Letter, which is more of like a reddy coral, and then the shade Romance, which is a more pinky coral. And these correspond to both the matte lipsticks, the satin sheen lip stilos, which I have and are my favourite, and the lip glosses. You can sort of buy matching of each formula. Okay, and now we are on to my lip products, lip glosses and lipsticks, and I am going to run through these as quick as possible. I'm not going to spend too much time on each product, and I'm also not going to swatch anything because I would absolutely be here all day. So I'm going to run through these as quick as possible. Okay, so these are the lip glosses from Makeup Revolution, and these are supposed to be kind of a dupe to the Fenty gloss bombs. So I've got two of the shimmer bombs. Most of these were given to me by my mom. This one is the shade Daydream, and this one is the shade Glimmer. Glimmer is very similar to Fussy, I think it is, by Fenty. These are really nice formula. There's no like plumping or anything in these ones. They are just a very shiny, reflective gloss. You don't feel the glitters in these. They are so fine, and they just look really nice on the lips. These are the standard pout bombs, and these ones do have like a plumping to them, but they're not a like NYX Duck Plump or the Maybelline lifter ones that have got the plumping in. These are like a minty plump. They're very comfortable, incredibly pigmented. These deeper shades are incredibly pigmented, super hydrating, super comfortable. So I have the shade Sugar, which is this beautiful chocolate brown, this deep berry in the shade Daring. I do have, I think it's on my shorts, and if it's not on my shorts, it's on my TikTok, a video swatching these. And then this one look that looks almost black, but it's like a very deep, you can sort of see it here, it's like a very deep blackberry. This one is the shade Crave. Then I've got the two nudie ones. This very milky one is the shade Candy, and then this pink one is the shade Kiss. And then I've just got this one from the Friends collection, which is the Phoebe gloss. And this is a really nice one to give you, same as like these deep ones, if you want to get that kind of 90s kind of a lip, like a cherry cola kind of a lip. These are perfect for that look with a deep lip liner. Okay, and lastly for glosses, I am missing two from this collection. I have another one of these I Heart Revolution butterfly lip oils, just the clear one, and I have another one of the Relove by Revolution rollerball lip oils in the goji berry flavour, that I keep one by my chair in the lounge, and I keep one on my little makeup trolley to prepare my lips when I start my makeup. So those I keep separate. So as I say, I've got the I Heart Revolution butterfly lip oil. This one actually says Dream lip gloss, but it is actually a lip oil, and this one is in the shade Wings. It's just a clear with like a gold and silver shimmer running through it. Then I've got one of the Paw Tinted Peach Pink Balms. This is a multi-purpose soothing balm. This was given to me by one of my Instagram friends, and I always love a lip balm. Then I've got the Revolution Glossy Plump Lip Oil. This is from Revolution Pro and is the blackberry one. This does have that, again, that like minty cooling plumping effect. These Relove lip oils I absolutely love. I've got the goji berry one here, and I've got the matcha green tea at home. They're like a proper oil, not a gloss. They're not like a sticky gloss. They feel very light and hydrating on the lips, and they don't sort of stick or smear or anything like that. I really do like using these as lip prep when I start my makeup. This euphoric one just has a tiny little bit of shimmer running through it, but it's not anything that you're really going to see. Then I have one of the Makeup Academy Metamorphics lip oils. These are the colour changing lip oils, and this one is in the shade The Truth. This was from the Truth Undressed collab that they did with Caniston, which actually since doing a little bit of research is a really cool collab. I originally thought it was just because Caniston had brought out a new product, but they've actually collabed on a sort of a campaign of getting women to talk about their intimate health and talk about their bodies, and like younger women taking the stigma away from talking about, you know, our intimate health, which I think is so cool. So that is, and I'm really glad that I was able to support that collab because I think it's a brilliant idea. Then I love these. So these are the I Heart Revolution honey lip oils. So these were from the same collection as the Honey Bear Brow Jam. I have this one, which is the plain honey one, and at home I have the rose honey one that's like strawberry honey. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, this is like the Relove lip oil formula. It's very thin and hydrating, not sticky at all and uncomfortable. Then I have the W7 Ice Shot Plumping Lip Oil. This one is a very extremely cooling plumping effect. It really does sort of plump the lips up. Then I've got two of the I Heart Revolution Chocolate Swirl Lip Glosses. This one here, which is the shade Cookie Dough, this one gives that black cherry kind of a vibe, that black honey cherry coke kind of lip look. And then this one, which is I think the shade Marshmallow, chocolate marshmallow, yeah, this one is a really nice like milky pink, really pretty. And then another one of the like black honey cherry coke kind of a vibe, this is the I Heart Revolution cranberry lip gloss, and this was in the Tasty Hamper set that I got the pumpkin pie and the gingerbread eyeshadow palettes in. That's what I bought that set for, but this was a really nice surprise. This is a really nice lip gloss. Okay, and now I have my little collection of L'Oreal lipsticks. These are the Colourish Satins, and I absolutely love this lipstick formula. It's a classic lipstick formula. It's stood the test of time. The smell is super nostalgic, and they do an absolutely beautiful wide range of shades. Most of what I've got here are nudes, and then I've got three very like poppy corally oranges. So I'll start with the corally oranges first because I did show those in a recent video and I did swatch these three. So I've got the shade Orange Avenue, which is 146, which is stunning, really like a true red orange. Then we've got Chez Louis, which is more of like a true orange rather than a red orange. And Magnetic Coral, which is a bright coral orange and is the one that I wore in my I Need a Nude palette, sort of duping the vibes. Then I have one like pearlescent pink, which I didn't actually buy this one. I got this one for free in like a gift with purchase. This is the shade 303 Rose Tender, and this is stunning. This is like a very, very pale pearlescent pink that looks absolutely stunning tapped over the top of a nude lipstick, which is why mine looks a little bit grubby, because that's how I wear it. I like putting on like one of these more nude and then one of this, a little bit of this tapped in the middle. It's beautiful. Then I've got my nudes. So starting with this one is the shade 646. This is the shade Eva, which is one of the classic L'Oreal lipsticks. It was the I think Eva Longoria collab, so this is Eva's nude. Then I've got the shade 630 beige and nude, and this is a like a rosewood kind of a nude. This one really beautiful. All of these are absolutely stunning nudes. Then we've got JLo's, which is 645. Again, this was the like celebrity nudes collab, and this is like a warm pink nude. Then I've got the shade 235, which is just called Nude. Really pretty. Then I've got 116. This is Charm Dore, and this is a proper frosty lipstick. This is like 90s noughties like frosty lipstick, similar to the vibes that you'll get like from Pearl Shimmer and Champagne on Ice from Revlon. This is absolutely stunning, like Rose Tender, like tapped onto the middle of like a matte nude lipstick. Just makes you look like you're wearing lip gloss. And then this is the shade Boreal Taffeta, which I've used in a Get Ready With Me while I've been here this time. This is a beautiful, like cool toned mauve that has a slight bit of like golden luminescence running through it. It's stunning. I really would, I'd love more of these L'Oreal lipsticks. They're just a formula like the Revlon Super Lustrous that I just don't think you can go wrong with. Okay, and now I have my little Primark lip collection. These matte and luster lipsticks, you really, if you're on a budget and you're looking for a nice quality lipstick, and maybe the L'Oreal or Revlon price is a little bit out of your price range, or you just want to try a bunch of them and don't want to spend like too much in one hit, then these Primark lipsticks are an absolute winner. I think they're like 90 pence or something like that for one of these lipsticks. They have a bunch of shades. Some of the shades are sort of really close dupes to really iconic shades, and they wear really, really well. They last a really long time on the lips. My favourites are obviously the luster. With all my lip products, I prefer a shiny, like creamy, hydrating formula, but I couldn't resist these two shades in the matte. And then I've got a dupe of the NARS lip balms, and then I've got this one is supposed to be a dupe of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and these are the shade Berry Brown. So I'll just go through these briefly, just open them up. So we've got the first one is the luster in the shade Barely There, and this is a very pale nude. And when I shared these on my stories on Instagram, I did get a message from somebody who said she actually wore one of these as her wedding lipstick. She liked it that much. This is the shade Rosewood Mauve. Beautiful, beautiful. This gives me like 90s vibes, this shade does. Then we've got some of them, you can see they've got the name on the side, and then some of them they've got it like at the back. So this one is the shade Uptown Girl. This one is stunning. Typical sort of like warm toasty nude, which is sort of my sort of favorite shade to go for. This one I actually have two of. My mum bought it, didn't love the shade on her, so gave it to me. So I've got one here and one at home. This is the shade Toast, and again it's that beautiful like toasty nude sort of shade that I always tend to be attracted to. Then this one is the shade Skin on Skin, which I think is very similar to a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is a beautiful warm pinky nude. Then this one is the shade Hot Chocolate, which is another one that gives me that 90s lip kind of vibe. I've obviously dinked it at some time or another, but this I think would look so good with like a cool tone smoky eye. And then the two mattes, I've got Vintage Rose, which is a cool toned pink, and the shade Sunkissed, and this one is a lovely yellow toned nude, again like Toast, one of the shades that I always seem to be attracted to. And then the tinted lip balm is a dupe of the, as I say, the NARS tinted lip balms. I got obviously the Black Honey kind of a dupe. I can't think what the shade is called from NARS. I'm not sure if it's Turbo. And this is the shade Berry Brown, which I wore in my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk looks on a budget. And this is such a lovely formula, similar to the Luster formula in these ones. It's very creamy, very comfortable on the lips, and pigmented as well, very pigmented. Now, I thought I would go through my odds, and these odds, because they're either not drugstore or they're ones that I bought here from home. These two I bought here because I was going to declutter them, and when it came to actually decluttering them, I couldn't quite do it, so I bought them here. These are the Milani, oh, what are these called? There's something like Lip Fetish or something like that. These ones are the shiny ones. They're like the hydrating ones, not the super matte ones that went really viral. But I've got the shade Voyeur, which is a real proper blue tone pink, and these are more on the sheer side, which is my favorite kind of lipstick formula. And then this one is the shade Lingerie, which is a nice like nudie pink. So I did declutter the rest of the line that I had. My mom actually ended up with them all, but I couldn't quite bring myself to get rid of those two. Then I have one left of the Aloe lip stains. These were the little 6 bowling pins that I got off Amazon when lip stains were having a moment, but the mainstream brands hadn't caught on yet. And these are really great. They work out at less than £1 each. And this is just that typical bitten like berry lip stain. So my mum had the other 5 off me from home, and I've just kept this one here. And the way I like wearing these stains is actually putting one on underneath my lip oil when I start my makeup, so that when I wipe my lip oil off at the end of getting ready, I'm just left with a little bit of a stain that kind of shines through a nude lipstick and gives that kind of like I've just had filler kind of look, which I love. It's the one thing I miss about filler, is how my lips looked in lipstick. And then I've got one of, I'm always getting these Dior free samples. This is the 999, which is Dior's classic red in the satin formula. I think between me and my mum, we've probably got about 10 of these. So I just bought it here to have a classic red here. And then I've got one of these at home and one of them here. This was for a long time my absolute favourite lipstick. This is it's actually a balm. It's the Voluptuous Candy in the shade 6. I don't think they do these anymore. They may have reformulated, and I think they've recently bought some more out, but this is a beautiful sheer hydrating red. It's a stunning product. And then my absolute favourite lipstick ever, this is Natasha Denona Maria, and this I bought a second one because I love it so much, so I've got one here and one at home, and this is like my perfect nude. It's a warm toned, very pale peachy nude, a little bit, it's not quite concealer lips as Myth from MAC, but it is on that kind of spectrum. But this, I just love this. And the Natasha Denona lipstick formula is stunning. They're so pigmented and so comfortable and really long wearing as well. Okay, and now I have 3 from W7 and 1 from e.l.f. So the e.l.f. one I have is the Hydrating Core Lip Shine in the shade Blissful. This was a gift with purchase, so not one I picked myself, but I really do like the formula of this, and this is just a great, easy to wear nude with a slightly deeper brown toned lip liner. This looks absolutely stunning, and that hydrating core really does make a difference. And then I've got 3 of the W7 Lippy Chic. These are a matte lipstick that is super comfortable to wear on the lips. It says Ultra Creme lipstick, but they do sort of have a matte finish to them, but they are very creamy feeling. Similar to the mattes from Primark. These I think are under £2. These are a really stunning formula that lasts a really long time on the lips. So I've got the shade Banter, which is that sort of like berry brown, similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Then I've got this deeper, more chocolatey, cool tone brown. This one is the shade Gossip. And then this lovely pink, which is the shade Free Speech, which will look stunning with like a deeper cool tone brown lip liner. This to me is, I love like Candy Yum Yum and Saint Germain from MAC, and even though they are totally not my colours, I have repurchased both of them. I love like a poppy blue toned pink lip with a white base. I just love it, and the way I wear them is, as I said, with like a deeper brown lip liner, and then just put the pink sort of in the centre. And this to me is like Candy Yum Yum and Saint Germain had a baby. It's perfect, perfect lip colour. And then all I have left are my Makeup Academy lipsticks and my Makeup Revolution lipsticks. Right, folks, we're on the home stretch, which means I can go home knowing I have completed my Caravan makeup collection. So these are my like oddments that I have from Makeup Revolution. So I have one lipstick from the Grease and Makeup Revolution collab. This one is in the shade Frenchy, and it's obviously Frenchie's pink. Nice sort of everyday kind of wearable pink. Then I got this one for free as an apology when they messed up my sale orders. This is the Tasty Avocado lipstick in the shade Brunch, which is just a very easy to wear nude, like a peachy warm tone nude. Then this one is the same sort of formula as that one. This came out of the Tasty Hamper set, and this is the gingerbread lipstick, but this one is more of a matte formula, and the Brunch lipstick is like a creamy satin finish. This one smells like gingerbread, I think. Yeah, it does. It still has that like gingerbread scent. Then I've got 2 of the I Heart Revolution chocolate bar lipsticks. Again, one of these was sent to me as an apology because they messed up my order. So I've got the shades, oh crikey royally, chocolate orange, and this is that sort of like nudie peach. I've worn it with a deeper pinky lip liner, so it's stained it, and these do smell like chocolate orange. And this one is cookie dough. The shade that I wanted was salted caramel, but they had sold out. and this is like that milky peachy nude. And then I've got 3 from special like licenses. So I've got the Monsters University, Corpse Bride and Shrek. So first of all, we've got the Monsters University lipstick. Now I cannot remember what this character is called, but the lipstick is named the same as the character, and this is just a beautiful sort of rosy pink nude, very easy to wear, very everyday friendly kind of a lipstick. Then we've got the Corpse Bride, and this is the shade Victor, and I would have liked the other Corpse Bride lipsticks, but they had sold out. But this is that like Toast from Primark that I've mentioned, that sort of orangey warm tone nude that I will just continuously buy in every formula I can get. And then the Gingy lipstick from the Shrek collab, and this is a bright red orange, such a stunning lip colour. And unlike my L'Oreal ones in this colour, this is a matte finish. Come up then, come on Baba, up, big jump, you can do it, big jump, come on, you can do it. Come on. Big jump. Come on, Baba. Up you come. Come on. Come on. What are you just staring at me for? Is it the Gestapo light? Okay, and now I have lastly from Revolution my Makeup Revolution Pout Balms, and these are a formula similar to the NYX Fat Oil Slick Clicks, the Makeup by Mario Serum lip ones. These have like that minty plumping sensation, and they're the ones where you twist them up and you can't twist them back down, and you have to be quite careful when you put them on the lips because they are very melty. You can see how messy they are, but these are stunning. These were the first sort of formula like this that I actually tried, and I do have a lip swatching video on my shorts actually of these. So I've got the shade Bear Shine, which is this lovely like pinky nude. These were all very pink toned. I wish they'd brought out more shades in these because they are very much on the pink side. This is the shade Mocha Shine, which is the most nude, and I was hoping for, being called Mocha, that I'd have like a much deeper brown than this. Then we've got the shade Fuchsia Shine, which is obviously, as you can imagine, a hot fuchsia pink. We've got some of them have the names on the bottom and some of them don't, which is frustrating. This one doesn't have the name on the bottom. I'm assuming this one is in the shade Rose Shine, which is like this rosy pink. And then this one, oh no, this is Rose Shine, so I think that might be just called Pink Shine. I'm not 100% sure, but this is Rose Shine, which is more of a like brown pink than the previous one. Okay, and now we are on to my Makeup Academy lipsticks. Now I only have 4 of the matte lipsticks, and these were from the Neon Nights collection. I think there were 5 in total and I got 4 out of the 5. The other one was like a bright purple, which isn't really my cup of tea. So this one is the shade Kinetic, which to me is a very Candy Yum Yum esque on a budget. And as I say, these are a matte lipstick. These are so pigmented, like scarily pigmented, and they also wear for a really long time. This is the one that I actually wore. I've got a photo of me wearing this, and it stayed looking as perfect as it did when I applied it for hours and hours and hours through like drinking and everything. So this is the shade Dare, and this is like an intense raspberry, really stunning. Then I've got the shade Guava, which, as you can imagine, is like a guava colour. These are, like I say, they're neon nights, so they're like a neon colour. They have like a lot of white in them, and they really do pack a punch. These aren't for the faint of heart. You know, if you want to disappear into the background, these aren't lipsticks for you. But this is the shade Guava, and it's a beautiful milky neon peach. And then my favourite is the shade Trance, which is this straight up pure neon orange. I love an orange lipstick. And now all that is left are my absolute favourite lip products that I have here at the Caravan, and they are possibly one of my absolute favourite lip products, full stop. These are the Makeup Academy Satin Sheen Lip Stilos. I think I have all of them. I really wish they would release more shades because I would definitely buy more. But let me go through the ones that I have. First of all, on the formula, these are a like balmy formula, super hydrating, super comfortable, but they have a lot of pigment to them, so they do pack a punch when you put them on. But these with one of the intense colour lip liner is like my perfect lip look. You've got that intense like outer border, the vermilion border is nice and defined and intense. You can overline, and then one of these in the center of the lips, they just make your lips look really plumped up, really juicy, and they're so comfortable. So starting with the nudes, I think I might be missing one nude actually. So this one is the shade Heroic, which is a pink toned nude, and I am planning, I probably won't be able to do it this time because I'm running out of time, but I would love to do, I keep meaning to do a lip swatching video of these and lip pencils. So that one is the shade Heroic. This one is the shade Super Nude, which is the palest nude. I think I do have all of them actually. I thought I was missing Super Nude. Then we've got the shade Heartfelt, which is the lip liner, is one of my absolute favourites. This is a lovely like rosy brown tone with a warm undertone to it. Then we've got the shade Sincere, which is like a milk chocolate kind of a colour. Stunning. All of these are stunning. I'd recommend these to anybody. In fact, I've desperately tried to get my mum buying these, but she prefers the matte lipstick formula. Then this one is the shade Obsession, which is a stunning, rich, chocolatey brown. Absolutely beautiful. Then we've got the shade, this is such an easy one to wear. This is Mystic, which I explained the lip liner. It looks more red in the, like a reddy orange in the component, but on my lips it definitely has more like brown to it. The lip stilo is more like a rosy tone, but just it's such an easy colour to wear. Then we've got the shade Dream Girl. This is the pinky tone. This is like a cool toned like berry pink. Then we've got the shade Heartbreaker, which is again Very easy one for me to wear. It's like a reddy brown. You can see it has quite a bit of red to it, but it's like it's neutral, like it's easy to wear. I am missing a lip pencil and a lip stilo that I think might be a newer shade that they added. I think it's called Agenda, which is like an orangey colour, which I definitely need to pick up. Then I've got the shade, this is the deepest one, the shade Survivor, which if you are after black cherry, black honey vibes on a budget, then this is the one for you. Proper like 90s grunge lip. And then my two brights, I've got the shades Romance and Love Letter. Romance is more of a like a neon-y peach, and then you've got Love Letter, or was it Love Letter? Yeah, Love Letter, which is more muted. The lip liners are a little bit more vibrant than the actual lip stilos. And yeah, that is all of my lip products that I have here at the Caravan, and I'm done.